Ever felt like life just knocked you flat on your face? Whether it's a job loss, a failed exam, or a relationship that didn't go as planned, setbacks can feel like the end of the road. But here's the thing, those very setbacks can actually be the stepping stones to your greatest comeback. I'm here to show you how you can turn any obstacle into an opportunity, with a few real-life stories and tips that you can start using today. Trust me, you're going to leave this video feeling more confident and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. Let's start with Sarah. She was a young professional, fresh out of college, who had just landed her dream job, or so she thought. Out of nowhere, she got laid off. No warning, no backup plan, just gone. She spent months applying to job after job, getting rejection after rejection. It was brutal. She started questioning everything, wondering if she had wasted all those years studying for a career that now felt out of reach. Sound familiar? But here's where things took a turn. Instead of giving up, Sarah decided to use her free time to focus on herself. She took online courses, learned new skills, and networked with people in her industry. 6 months later, she didn't just land a job, she landed at a freelance career that gave her the flexibility and creativity she'd always wanted. Sometimes, the universe says not yet because something better is around the corner. For Sarah, that layoff turned into the best thing that could have happened to her. Now, let's get practical. When life hits you with a setback, it's easy to spiral into a negative mindset. But here's a tip, shift your perspective. Ask yourself, what's the lesson here? Instead of focusing on what went wrong, try to see how this challenge could shape you for the better. Journaling helps too, write down what happened, how you felt, and how you plan to grow from it. By shifting your mindset from why me to what can I learn from this, you take control of your own story. It's like fixing a flat tire, you can either sit there and complain, or you can patch it up and get back on the road, stronger than ever. Let me tell you about John. He was a mid-level executive who had been with the same company for over 10 years. Then, without warning, he was laid off. Just like that, his whole world was turned upside down. For weeks, he wallowed in self-pity, feeling like his career was over. But one day, he realized something, this was the perfect time to pursue that business idea he'd been sitting on for years. John took a leap of faith. He started small, offering consulting services to local businesses. Within a year, his side hustle turned into a full-time successful business. The layoff he thought was a curse became a blessing in disguise. Sometimes, life pushes us off the cliff because it knows we're meant to fly. John's setback was actually the push he needed to go after his true passion. Here's another practical tip, take small steps to build momentum. Big comebacks don't happen overnight. You have to start small. Focus on one thing at a time, and those small wins will help you regain your confidence. Write out a daily or weekly to-do list and break down your goals into bite-sized pieces. Progress is progress, even if it feels slow at first. It's like learning to dance, you might not nail the moves on day one, but with each step, you get closer to mastering the routine. Now, let's talk about Jessica. She was in a long-term relationship, and she thought she'd found the one. But one day, it all fell apart. She was heartbroken, questioning her worth and her future. She spent weeks replaying every moment, wondering where it all went wrong. But here's the kicker, Jessica used that breakup as an opportunity to rediscover herself. She started focusing on her passions, like painting and traveling. She reconnected with friends and found happiness in her own company. She realized that her worth wasn't defined by someone else's love but by her love for herself. Sometimes, the end of one chapter is just the beginning of something more beautiful. Jessica's story reminds us that we are not the sum of our past relationships, we are whole and worthy just as we are. It's easy to feel lost after a setback like a breakup, but sometimes it's life's way of making space for something even better. And that brings me to another key tip: surround yourself with positive influences. When you're going through tough times, the people around you can make all the difference. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and lift you up. Distance yourself from anyone who brings negativity into your life. Find supportive friends, mentors, or even online communities that help you stay focused on your goals. Sometimes all you need is someone to remind you that you're a rock star, even when you're feeling like a background singer. Lastly, and this is super important, develop resilience through self-care. Setbacks can take a toll on your emotional and physical well-being, so it's essential to take care of yourself. Make sure you're resting, eating well, and staying active. Do things that bring you joy, whether it's reading, hiking, or just having a quiet cup of coffee in the morning. Take time to meditate or practice mindfulness to help clear your mind. You can't pour from an empty cup, so make sure you're taking care of your body and mind as you work through your comeback. At the end of the day, setbacks are just temporary detours. What matters is how you choose to respond. Every great comeback story starts with a challenge, and your story is no different. Take small steps, shift your mindset, and surround yourself with people who lift you up. You've got everything you need to turn your setback into a comeback. If this video helped you see your setbacks in a new light, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share your story in the comments below. Let's inspire each other. And if you're looking for more motivation and practical tips to handle life's challenges, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on new content. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best is yet to come.